Hello, welcome to the Y&Y YouTube channel. My name is Angela and all of the places you can find me should be linked in the description box below this video. Welcome to a Y&Y Extra video today, and this is a really exciting one for me because I'm going to try and prepare my own fibre straight from the fleece. So my lovely friend Charlie sent me a package in the mail today. Here it is, not from John Lewis, but repackaged, and you can see a gorgeous fleece poking out of the top there. So she very kindly sent me a note to let me know that it's a Ryland Jacob cross and where she purchased the fleece from, but she sent it to me so that I can have a go finally at washing my own fleece and carding it up and spinning from that fleece. So I'm a little bit apprehensive but also really excited. I'm not sure if this will be one video or a series of videos yet. We're just going to get started and see what happens. I've been hanging on all afternoon because I want to properly open up that fleece and lay it out in the backyard. But if you've been here before, you might remember that mine and my neighbour's backyards are all really close together, and my neighbour's been out all afternoon with her grandkid, and I've been hoping that they might finish out there so that it will be a bit quieter, but they don't look like they're going to be finishing anytime soon. So I'm going to do my best, but it might be difficult for me to record sort of chat and sound. I might need to put music over the top, we'll see. Perhaps I can get fancy with my editing and do some sort of voiceover. Who knows what's going to come, but hopefully you'll bear with me and just come along for the journey. I want to show you before we get cracking the beautiful card that Charlie sent me with the fleece, and she said it's from Shore Crafts on Instagram. I'll link it below if I can find it. And she prints all of these cards. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous scene of sheep with their little lamb. And she also sent me some instructions. Charlie's an expert guide to prepping and washing fleece, so I'm going to follow these and see where we go. I've been to my local hardware store and I bought 3 of these buckets. I couldn't find anything bigger, but they were pretty cheap, so I am going to probably do the fleece processing a little bit at a time. But first thing is to unpack it properly in the garden, spread it all out and take a proper look at what I've got ahead of me. Wish me luck. I tell you one thing, it smells really good. It smells proper sheepy. I grabbed a little bit out of the bag earlier and stuck it under James's nose. He wasn't massively impressed, but the cat enjoyed it. She was a disgusting thing, licking my fingers afterwards. The first step in the instructions that Charlie sent is to go through and take out as much veg matter as possible, and of course other mucky bits, although this fleece has apparently already been skirted, so hopefully there won't be too much of that to do. And whilst doing that, to do any colour separation, so I can definitely see some lighter parts and some darker parts in this fleece, so I think I'm going to start by doing that. I've got my 3 buckets, so I think I'm just going to pick apart some of this fleece and start separating it out. As I say, I'm not going to have time to do all, so I think I'll start with a little section today and wash the first bit and see how that comes out before I tackle the rest. I have sorted through about half of one of these buckets full of this really lovely darker part of the fleece for the most part. Obviously you can't be too precise, and there's a bit of grass there. I think this fleece is getting more bits of dead grass from my garden than were on it when it first arrived. So I'm not going to go too over the top in case I accidentally manage to felt the fleece in my first attempts at washing. So I'm going to leave it at this for now. I think I'm going to take a few notes as I go, so I might weigh what I've got here, and once it's clean and dry, I might weigh it again and then keep track of the weight throughout my process. So when I card it, when I spin it, and just out of interest, see what kind of happens as we go through the process. But next steps, according to my instructions, is to fill up a tub of water, not too hot but fairly warm, some dish detergent, and leave it to soak for at least half an hour. So let's do this. Lacking any sort of proper bucket or bowl that will fit on my little kitchen scale, I've used an old flower pot. So we've got 77 grams of this luscious fleece to start with. Here we go, in we go. Just gently submerging that, trying not to agitate it too much. And I think I will take that back outside and leave it to sit somewhere in the shade for half an hour or so, and then we'll come back and take a look. My bucket of fleece is down there, it needs to be emptied and the water refreshed. But while I've been waiting for that, I've been continuing to sort the fleece. I've got a bucket here of, let's put that in the shade a bit, medium grey-brown colour, and another bucket of that lovely dark colour. You can see the difference there. Still got more than half, I would say, of the fleece left to sort. But let's go sort this bucket out first. Water is looking a little bit murky, but not too bad. I'm just going to empty that out down the drain and put a bit more warm water in there to give it a second rinse. I'm filling up my bucket again. My instructions say to try and make sure that the temperature's not quite so hot this time, so more akin to the temperature of the water that I just tipped down the drain. I've got my fleece here that I just gently squeezed out, so I'm going to pop that back into the bucket again in just a minute. I'm just going to leave that for another half an hour or so to shift any more of the dirt and grease that might be left in the fleece after that first wash. Just pulled these fully back into the shade now, so I think you can see the difference in the colour between the fleece that's in this purple bucket. This is the nice sort of dark grey with sort of chocolatey bits. This is more like a sort of medium grey brown. So while I'm waiting for that second soak, I carry on with the rest of the fleece, which is hanging out in the sunshine there. Don't know if you can, there we go. I've watched a few fleece preparation videos, but not that many, and at the time I wasn't expecting to have my own fleece to prepare, so I wasn't really paying that much attention, but I do recall hearing people talk about second cuts and things like that, that you need to remove those from your fleece. At this point in time, I have no idea what I'm looking for in terms of bits to keep and bits to throw away. I'm basically just going through the fleece, picking out as much of the veg matter that I can find, and if I find any bits that are really matted, I'm getting rid of those as well. But this fleece seems pretty clean, and I'm not really taking out and discarding much. It probably won't be till the spinning that I get to the point where perhaps I start recognising bits of the fleece that maybe I should have got rid of, but we shall see. It's all part of the learning journey. For now, I'm just going to keep carrying on as I am and picking through the fleece and sorting it into my 2 different colour piles. I've finished sorting, so I've got 1 bucket full of the darker stuff and 1 bucket full of the medium stuff, and then this pile here is the stuff that's like got lots of really matted bits, like I can really feel that it's really crispy. So I'm not sure whether it's worth processing that or what to do with that, so I'm just going to leave that to one side for now. And this is the bucket with the second rinse going on, so I think I'm going to tip that out. It's a little bit murky, but not too bad. And while we've still got a little bit of sun in the garden, I'm going to hang that up to dry. So I've picked that out of the bucket and squeezed it out, and my instructions say to roll it up in a towel and squeeze a little bit more of the water out before hanging it up to dry. So first steps into fleece washing complete. As you can see, it's blowing around in the breeze behind me there, the little sample that I washed today. I think I'll probably have enough footage to upload this as a vlog all in itself, and hopefully I'll come back at some point in the next few days, hopefully, to card up that fibre and spin it up as a little sample, and we'll see how I've done. If you're a spinner and you like to prepare your own fleeces and you have any tips for me, I'd love to hear any recommendations for videos to watch or resources. I'm always interested to learn new things and expand my skills, and this is definitely going to be a learning curve for me. I hope you've enjoyed following along on this adventure with me. Until we get to spend time together again, I hope that you get to do some of the things that you enjoy. Great big woolly hugs to you all. Bye for now.